Tonight, from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, it's Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. We'll see Trey Lance and the Atlanta Falcons versus Joe Burrow and the New England Patriots.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Bunker, ready to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
First down, here's Burrow. And that's caught by the tight end, Bryant. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw there taken in by Smith. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Well, let's be honest about the whole thing. When you're looking for a reliable set of hands on third down, the first thought is often not fullback. But that's who they turn to there, and he does a nice job of securing the football and picking up the first down.
Burrow's throw complete there to Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. To the air again, Burrow. Trying to lay one up deep. Contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
And he powers his way up past the 30. Malik Harrison on the tackle. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Lance. Buying time to his left.
Fuck.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Nothing.
And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Going up top. And the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big play there for the Patriots.
Boy, they've definitely come out of the gate smoking here in the first quarter. Whatever they've tried to run has worked. And there's another example right there. Game plan is one thing, but how about his accuracy? It's been exceptional.
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Dillon again.
Come on.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A.J. Dillon, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was A.J. Dillon who capped it off with a touchdown run. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later, hey, it's game day again. But I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
Lance now on first down. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big connection on that one. 37 yards.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little
What
bit.
you want? Please hold. Yes, sir. What's up?
Sorry to call again.
No, you're good.
I was talking to Kyrie. He mentioned that you weren't driving the old Ford van. You were driving the broken door rental.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly what they needed. Now
Okay, so you're not driving the old Ford, like the old E150.
That's the one. That's the one that I had the racks on.
The what?
The one that had the ladder racks on it that we took off.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
Daniel been driving that one.
Yeah, he hasn't gotten that one. So the other one.
The other one, no.
The other one.
No, the other one, no. I don't even know. I don't know whose van that is.
So you're driving a random white rental with that broken door.
Yes, sir.
Got it. Okay, cool. Still saying you don't get that other van fixed. We're going to return the rental soon. We'll hold on to it as long as needed.
Gotcha.
Alright, thanks, dude.
For sure.
Yeah, bye.
A lot of football left to be played.
That was my motherfucking boss. That shit fucked me up.
This one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Taylor again. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Lance now on 3rd and goal. And he's caught. Touchdown Falcons. Mecole Hardman, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of it.
All right, we got to play some defense.
Thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Now swing pass for Dillon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Now it's Burrow. It's caught. Smith.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Ouch, you thought
Come on, man.
The defensive stand, roughing the passer, wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
Now a handoff to Dillon. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Here's Burrow. Smith catches left side. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Now Burrow.
Come on, niggas.
And look at that catch. Dragging the toes. And that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it,
Come on.
you open up lanes for your runners.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. With that last effort, he has reached now 10,000 career rushing yards. Congratulations.
Big-time congratulations. That also means that his publicist can make sure...
come on, Foyer.
Every voter out there who has a say in the Hall of Fame. Fashion together a heck of a resume. So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Here we go. Second down and goal. Burrow.
Right to me. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, Joe.
Jones, the linebacker. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Lance to throw it.
Fuck.
For Pitts, but intercepted.
Well.
At the 13. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Sam Sloman for the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. Looking to pick up some steam, generate some steam right now, down on the scoreboard and struggling a bit.
And sometimes you have to find it from places you don't ordinarily get it. Not necessarily just going back and throwing the football. Maybe use your legs a little bit. Maybe rely on some teammates, get the ball in their hands. Anything to try and generate a spark. But bottom line, he has to play a lot better.
Yeah, he does. He's got the 2 on. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Falcons. Nico Hardman, 78 yards. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point by Bunker is on target. And that cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Bunker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing well, your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that, because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, here's Dillon. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. On 4th down on as Corey Bojorquez to punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 33.
Oh, come on.
A pretty good return, all things considered, but hold it.
I agree with you totally. It's actually a return that they were going to be very proud of. But when you end up holding and bringing it back, now your offense has to start a little bit deeper in their own territory.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Lance going to throw. Flushed out right. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
We talk about mobility in quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
From midfield, here's Lance. Catch is made by Hardman. Touchdown, Falcons. Nicole Hardman has been to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point by Bunker is on target. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the Falcons score to cap it off. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Patriots with the football here late in this 1st half as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Catches made here.
Not another roughing. Y'all killing me with this.
Nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Come on, bro.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty is a result of that hit there.
Now Burrow on 1st down.
Somebody got to get to him. Somebody got to get to him. Come on, y'all.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Burrow throw. And it's caught. And he's brought down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here we go. Now it's Burrow.
Come on.
It's tight end Smith for a Patriot touchdown. Devontae Smith in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Patriots have taken the lead.
Y'all niggas getting ate up.
Extra point safely through. And they will take a 7-point lead. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this 1st half. Tyreek Hill on the return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. A final shot before half for Lance. Fighting Hardman here over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Come on, y'all. If y'all 2 niggas block, we gone.
This offense, Charles, well, we've talked about how well they played all season, sitting now at 13-0 with a finish line for a perfect regular season. That's in sight. Some in the media this week were pointing back to the 07 Patriots. Remember, they finished the regular season unbeaten, but they were tested multiple times in that final month plus.
Yeah, it was something like 4 of their last 6 wins were one-possession games, and they played like a team that was trying to protect something instead of chasing something. And that's what happens when you have an undefeated record. So it behooves you as a team, get a couple blowouts in there so you get a chance to relax and breathe. But that's much easier said than done.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Lance. That's caught left side. The tight end Pitts. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Working from the gun. Lance. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. From the gun, it's Lance. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They didn't want the time to roll the dice, and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a 1-point lead, and that just changes the complexion of the whole game.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So here are the Patriots.
All right,
now.
defense, I need y'all.
First possession of half number 2. Now we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops it behind the line. On 3rd down, Burrow.
There we go.
One that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel.
Fuck. That's what we needed.
Now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Dio Dangbo there to make the play defensively. 2nd and 7. A give for Taylor running right side. And
come on.
Taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Hating ass niggas. This been the most penalized game we done had.
A big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Lance. Steps away to his left. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
And they'll go for it. Lance. The quick slant caught. And the Falcons are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the deep.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Bunker is on target. And the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Bunker on to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. New England's offense set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 7. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. New England on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there.
Oh, y'all finna punt for real? That's conceding. Y'all better, he better be a fake.
The Patriots send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Now Hill to return it. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Falcons offense making their way onto the field. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours and camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things. But winning the division.
That's our last. I should have went for it.
Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Falcons add on to their lead. And it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
You break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly. Big time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Extra point He's on target, and the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. New England trying to get a place on offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. High throw, but the catch is made. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Burrow looking to pass.
Oh, that's bad animation.
The 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Burrow. Looking middle, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
That was not a good idea, Bill.
At the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Now it's 2nd and 9.
Y'all the #1 rush offense.
They run once more with Dillon.
Well, they're still running it.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
We definitely can keep running
this
it.
drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Looking to throw. He will find his tight end Smith for a Patriot touchdown. Devontae Smith, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point.
All right, let's see how Madden's going to try to hold me.
This gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone.
Oh, they held the fuck out that second.
The 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit. And you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got no thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in place, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Running left, it's Mixon. Mixon with a first down and more. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Joe Mixon hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons are closing in on a 14-0 record as they extend their lead.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play.
Well, I must say, this was fun.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. So the Patriots now down on the scoreboard. 1:39 to go. A crushing loss to their playoff chances on the horizon, barring a huge turnaround here, starting with 1st and 10. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Complete Dillon. Throwing, Burrow. Looking left side, who's got a man? That's Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Airing it out deep for Smith. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 21. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Atlanta regains possession of the football. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Falcons, they move ever closer to the perfect regular season as they run things to 14-0. And now they get the weekend
off. That was a close one. Sunday night.
Tonight, from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, it's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports. Jared Goff and the Dallas Cowboys taking on Trey Lance and the Atlanta Falcons.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, in Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction of the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D, as their guys will do battle with the Atlanta Falcons. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance. Throwing on first down is Lance. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far, and second down. To throw again on second down. Lance taking a deep shot here for Hardman. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. It's a big play there for Atlanta. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What, does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 12 carries, 117 yards.
He's having a nice season, and he knows where he ranks in the league. Don't ever let a running back tell you that they don't know that. They do. So what he's doing now is lobbying the offensive coordinator all week long. Hey, how about a few more touches? He's one big game away from maybe leading the league.
Lance to throw on 3rd and 1. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Lance now to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 2nd and goal, defense. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Jalen Waddle, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. So out come the Cowboys under head coach Mike McCarthy. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. The numbers on the ground for Jones last week. 19 carries, 64 yards.
They've got a nice scheme going right now, and they run the football pretty well. In fact, I was talking with him on the field before the game, and he said he's starting to hear from the guys ahead of him on the rushing yardage total, and they want to know if he's going to
definitely said cover the inside.
join them at the top of the list.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Now a first down carry by Jones. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop it behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Chase Young racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction.
Nice.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Getting set to go again here on offense, Jared Goff trots back onto the field. And now, Charles, this becomes a pretty important second drive for them. They're already down a pair of scores here in the first quarter.
As you noted, they're down 2 scores, and to me, they're down a possession or a service break if this were tennis.
Hey, man, I don't know if you caught the first game, but that shit was, that was definitely one of the closest games I done played.
About that pick 6 last time out. On first down, Goff. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones.
I was down by as many as 14 at one point.
Taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
The Patriots, bro. Fucking Joe Burrow.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this returnable for Hill. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Very good good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And Charles, you think about this offense, it's kind of a tricky time of the season because you're 14-0, looking to see this one out to the end, but you start to run into situations where guys are getting a little banged up. Maybe could use some time sharing, some time on the bench, just to rest. How do you approach the rest of this regular season?
I'm telling you, you don't ask the easy stuff, do you? I mean, you created a heck of a situation there, and actually you didn't create it. You presented it, and you're exactly right. It is tricky because your eye has to be on the ultimate prize, which is the Super Bowl. That's paramount. But at the same time, how much fun would it be to go down as one of the all-time great teams and join the 1972 Dolphins as the only undefeated team to win a Super Bowl?
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
And now they'll throw with Lance. Open man is Waddle, complete.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
Now Lance.
Touchdown! It's complete. Kyle Pitts with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
Extra point by Butker is on target,
and that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Cowboy offense heading out. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And, Charles, you look at these two teams. These are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you'll love having easy games on your schedule. But you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit.
Aaron Jones do not be running that hard.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Now Goff. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Goff now to throw.
I'll take that.
And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Lance. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. A big play that time on the catch and run.
And, Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now in the campaign.
And, Brandon, nowadays, your leaders usually
Champagne with my campaign. What am I do the damn thing? What's my name? What's my name? What's my name?
A good season.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. 2nd and 5 now. Lance.
Come on.
And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. Lance looking to throw it. And he takes a
Come on, bro. Get off that block. Do not let this nigga hold you.
2nd and goal. Shotgun now for Lance. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Falcons are able to widen their lead here in this 1st half. Extra point by Butker is on target, and a rout is on here in this 1st half. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Getting set to go again here on offense, Jared Goff trots back onto the field. In 2nd quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some up.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Now the Cowboys going to burn the 1st of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Here's Hill on the return. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. Lance now on 1st down. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. Touchdown, Falcons! Mecole Hardman, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
The Cowboys.
And the lead will swell by 1 more. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. 1 play drive and into the end zone for 6. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense has done a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now. On 1st and 10, Goff. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Goff. And he can't escape, and down he goes. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this 1st half. 3rd and long. It's Goff. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
Try it again.
He gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the 1st. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter, and they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half, so where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
On 2nd and 7, Goff. He finds his man complete. It's Barrett, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down. There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Now a first down throw. Goff. He'll look downfield for Waller.
Oh, no, get the fuck out of here. Okay, all right, they gave it to him because he's Darren Waller.
And the Cowboys claw one back.
But did they deserve it?
Right down the middle.
Hell no.
Cut the lead down a bit to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. This will be caught. It's Waddle.
Right down there.
Touchdown, Falcons. Jalen Waddle with his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And the Falcons continue to pour it on. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Possession of the football going back to the Cowboys. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is, just what you said, you go over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Goff on first down. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. From the 50, it's gone. And the timing a bit off that that time as that one falls to the ground. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So out come the Falcons
The
now.
studio.
The last time out,
You're talking about where I'm going for rehearsal? It's about 20 minutes, but they're in the studio. That's just name free.
Because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me. Trying to get to the airport, the road to be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
If you're talking about Stankonia, that's about 25.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defense in front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Again, it's Mixon.
And
he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
No, we're just going to be at this nigga crib, running these lines for about an hour.
And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence.
Come on, niggas.
Down the field.
Who's that?
And the second
What the fuck's that?
is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Lance going to throw. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Throwing his Lance on third down. It's Hill, complete. And he's got room. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Back now in Arlington. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, Taylor. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 47 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been
Hey, man, I ain't trying to put Twin in the lead, man. I know he ain't going to play his game.
It was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Divine Diablo there to make the stop. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons are moving closer to a 15-0 record as they extend their lead here. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there.
They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first
Oh, that
down,
should have been a flag
make
for
5,
passing
6,
the thing.
7 yards on first down, and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way.
Some
Keep
dumb
moving
shit
the
probably could
football.
have happened on
Don't
this
want to get
play.
behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Goff trying for Cooper again. This time he finds him. And he's going to be dropped following and pick up a 7 past the 30 to the 32. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
As he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Watch out for Hill on the return. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now trotting back out with the rest of his offensive mates, the big tight end. And this is how the game has trended for him numbers-wise. He's really picked it up. And I got to be honest, I don't know schematically. This is where I need you. What does the defense need to do to get back to that start that they had on him?
You've got to harass him early in his route. Right off the line of scrimmage, someone needs to be there. So it's not what we call a free release, where he just gets into the route so easily. Because once he builds up momentum and speed, forget it, you're done. Knock him off of that, chip away at his timing, and then make sure you have the second person there in the vicinity as well. Too big and too strong, usually for one person to handle.
Come on, bro. How was that holding?
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. They find some open field here.
Oh, we're just trying to nip the clock.
For a Falcon touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Falcons add on. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will extend this big lead. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start.
Black 5.
Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline and puts on sweatpants or
click on him
over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Kadarius Toney is intended target, and it's 2nd down. Goff now looks to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Barrett. And they get it down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Now, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On 1st down, it's gone. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. DeForest Buckner. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Goff. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Denzel Ward. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. 65 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll go down at the 28.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their
I was just trying to run the clock out.
Boy, missed tackles continuing to plague this defense, and they surrender another big play and a touchdown here.
Yeah, by my count, at least 2 guys had shots at it, maybe even more than that. But this defense, they looked out of sorts all game long. That was definitely not one of their better efforts right there.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. DeForest Buckner, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. After the sack on first down, Goff. Over the middle, Amari Cooper, it's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Back to throw, Goff. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys.
Damn, fuck at them niggas.
But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So